you looking to walk through, Ms. Sutter?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, this was prepared for sentencing. I have a pre-sentence report from the 15th of May. Did you get a copy, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
You need to make corrections, updates, or deletion.
Nothing but a beat. No, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we have no objections to the recommendation for 10 months of probation. We don't believe that there's going to be any issue with the no contact order. And it's our client's position that he doesn't intend to have any type of contact with Mr. Ritter whatsoever. He's currently employed Howard Chunks full-time, so he is making wide use of his time. At this point, and also he has a 5-year-old son as well that he's currently taken care of. We believe he does not have any type of issues. We don't believe with any type of alcohol or drugs. As such, we believe that the testing will be unnecessary and not burden to him. Other than that, we have no objections to anything else within the recommendations.
You have your.
Yes, the victim is here and he would like to testify. State your name first.
Joshua Ritter.
Okay. How are you today, sir?
I am short and losing my hair.
Short and losing your hair?
That's
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's outside of anything I have control
I
over.
figured you needed to laugh. It seemed like I dealt with some young people today.
Well, I appreciate that you have a sense of humor about this. That's good. What is it that you want the court to consider, sir?
Ma'am, I appreciate you letting me get to speak throughout this process. I've been attentive and attended every single one of these and never had a chance to have my voice heard. This issue started because I told Mr. Kramer that if he hit his child in the face again, I would call the police. And from that me telling him that, it turned into this big, huge altercation. I obviously have one eye. I'm a disabled man. Because of this altercation, I broke my foot and I tore the ligaments in my knee. I am still on crutches from this. Juan is my nephew. He is my older sister's oldest child. My older sister has passed away.
You all are related.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it.
And I'm speaking on behalf of the family here. He's gone down this destructive path for some time. His alcoholism, where he drinks nonstop and then begins to be belligerent and try to fight everyone around him. He has previous cases where he destroyed property, where he had his child removed for being bad to them. His family is worried about him. We are worried that he's going down a destructive path, that he's going to hurt himself or get hurt by someone else. In this altercation, ma'am, I never threw a punch. I subdued my nephew. And when I told him that I would let him up if he calmed down, that's when he pushed me on my blind side and caused me to blow out my knee and break my foot. He has no remorse for this. He has told family members that he is only pleading guilty here today because he thinks he's going to get probation. The family wants him to get the full extent of your judgment so that he can hit rock bottom and hopefully be able to get past this destructive phase in his life, because we're worried that what's going to happen next is he's going to get hurt or he's going to hurt someone else. And that's what I would like to say today. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you for bringing your statement. And I apologize that you have to come here under these conditions. It's always troubling when we have to have a victim here, but it's especially troubling when there is a family dynamic there. Because family needs family in a way that's supportive.
We are happy to support him again. My mother raised him. My mother is taking care of him and his family. The 5-year-old he claims to take care of, my mother took care of since he was a baby. We are happy to have him in our family again, but we need him to get past this behavior.
No, you just want him to get past the destructive behavior. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Hardy, your client, or do you want to make any statement?
I would just say that just based on the PSI and also speaking with my client, I believe that the question of whether he's suffers from alcoholism, we would contest. Would also contest the fact that he doesn't take care of his child. This is contention that he is, someone that's there for his son. So other than that, there's nothing further to say regarding the statement.
Can I say one thing, Ann, please? We're happy to take care of his son, right? If he goes to jail and has to do it, we're happy to take care of him. We've been taking care of him. He's the only home he's ever known is ours.
Mr. Kramer, want to say anything?
Yeah, that's a whole lot. I don't have a problem with alcohol. I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I don't drink at all. And if I do drink, it's on occasion, but I don't drink religiously. I don't get
You
drunk.
can't say,
No, I mean, I'm
sir,
saying,
sir,
no,
sir,
okay,
sir.
I get what you're saying.
look, you can't say I don't
No.
drink at all. I don't
No,
get
you're
drunk.
right. No,
Sir,
you're
and
right.
I don't
mean,
drink at all. I
no,
don't
you're
drink at
right.
all. Why are you
You're right.
talking over me right now?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can't say I don't drink at all. I don't drink at all. I don't drink at all. And if I do drink, you see what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. But
So
no,
you do drink.
No, I'm saying I haven't drank in a very long time, but I have drank, before, but I don't drink anymore. And I do smoke weed, but that's not a problem. And I do take care of my son. I've always had full custody of my son since he's been born. And then, yes, I've had a problem with, his mom passed away. Yes, my mom was taking care of him and foster him until I got my stuff together and did all the, stuff to get him back. And I did that to get him back. And then they were helping me and I was working 2 jobs and they were watching him. And that's what they were doing. And then all of a sudden they got to where they wanted to control me and tell me what I couldn't do with my son and how I was always a bad person when, it's a 2-side story. But I don't drink. I don't get belligerent drunk. That's what I'm saying. I only smoke weed and that's it.
You have a medical marijuana card.
No, it's not. But I mean, if I have to stop smoking, I will. I'm not.
Well, you will have to stop.
Yeah,
smoking.
no, I get that. But like I said, I'm not, I don't drink. So everything he's saying is.
Okay, so I'm reviewing his prior criminal history. I only see one other conviction. It was for the malicious destruction of personal property. That could be what your uncle
Yeah.
is alluding to.
I did probation for that too. And. Okay, yep, okay.
You have custody of your child?
Yeah, full custody. I'm in Homeless Angels. I'm trying to get housing. I'm trying to do better. I got a job. I'm trying to do
What do you mean you're
everything.
in homeless angels?
I'm at Homeless Angels.
Is that where you reside?
Yeah, that's where I live at.
And your child lives with you?
Yeah, he lives with me, and we're getting housing. I'm doing all the steps I need to get, back to where I need to be, because like after his mom passed away, I fell down. And then they, I thought my family could help me, but it turned out they were not the people I should have went to. I figured it out shortly. My brothers, my family, they told me not to, and I did anyway, thinking I could give them the benefit of the doubt. I should have done that. I did that after his mom passed away, thinking I had a family. And I didn't. I should have, just, went down with angels in the beginning or found a way to do it without them, because this is where I'm in the situation now because of them. And it's not, they say it's just me, but it wasn't just me. It's a thing of every time I came home, I was a problem. Every time I came home.
How were you in this situation because of them?
No, because I'm saying like every time I came home, it was a problem. I was a problem. Anytime I said something to my son, it was, oh, you can't do that with your son. The day this happened, all I did was come upstairs to go beeline to the bathroom and help my son get ready for school. And he stopped me, or no, you don't need to go. You don't need to go down to help your son. You need to go downstairs. You come downstairs, I'm gonna call a cop. What do you mean? That's my son upstairs. So who you tell me I can't go help my son in the bathtub? He's like, oh no, he don't need your help. He knows how to do it. And then I told him, okay, well, I'm taking him down to the bus. No, mom's gonna do that. What do you mean? That's my son. How can you tell me what I can do when I send my son? And if I'm coming up just to take care of my son, why are you telling me anything? Why are you trying to start a problem?
And you have full legal custody.
Yeah, I have full legal custody.
They don't
I
have-
paper. They have no custody. I have full legal custody. That's what I'm saying. It started from, it just start because that day, it started from constant, oh, you're the problem, and them trying to interfere with me and my son.
Okay, and is it true that you told probation or provide information to probation that you believe this was actually
No.
self-defense?
No, I didn't.
You didn't tell them that this was self-defense?
No, I didn't say none of that.
Okay, well, is this your handwriting?
Huh? Oh, I mean,
Is this your handwriting?
oh, yeah, but I mean,
Okay, it says assault and battery was
but that was before, yeah.
assault and battery is self-defense, and I wanted to get this over with and move on with my life.
Well, yeah, just because I'm
How
trying
was
to
it
do-
self-defense?
Well, because like I said, like I said, he's trying to say that he didn't do nothing, but he came at me and pushed me first, so I pushed him back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to like get away from the family. I'm trying to, take care of my son. I'm trying to move on with my life and go,
If he
just
pushed you first, why would you take a plea?
because I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to move on. Like I'm trying to.
Well,
get
you
away-
can't.
I know, I understand what
You
you're saying.
took an oath that you were
I
gonna.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, no, you don't understand because you're talking over me.
Oh,
You
okay.
took an oath that you were supposed to tell the truth and the whole truth. Whole truth, not part of the truth, not your variation of the truth so you can get it over with, but the
No,
whole truth under the penalty of perjury. Do you know what perjury is?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You can take your hands out of your pocket.
Yeah,
Perjury is a guilty act for lying under oath.
dude.
And so you took an oath that you would not lie under oath, or otherwise you'd take your hands out of the pocket. Otherwise you could be subject to a penalty, and that you would tell me the truth and the whole truth. But now you're saying that in fact, your belief or the position was that you were pushed first.
I mean,
Is that true?
like I said, I just, like, I mean, like I said.
Were you pushed first?
Yeah, but I mean, like I said.
So then why didn't we not move forward with a self-defense?
Because I thought if I can just do this and just get away, move on my life and take care of my son, that I could just be there for my son and then not worry about nothing else and work my job and try to get a house and get through this homeless thing. Because I've been homeless I was homeless. I went to hotels. I was paying $2,000 a month, and until I got to this homeless angel place. So I was just trying to just get my life, back together with my son.
How in the
So I mean, I understand what you're saying.
How in
and
the
it
world
wasn't-
is a guilty conviction
I understand.
of criminal conviction gonna help you move on
I
with your
know.
son's life? How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know. I just.
You
like I
could
said,
have,
I
you
just-
could have went to trial and had and gambled. Did you
I
plead
mean,
guilty
yeah,
to
but
the charge?
I didn't want to gamble.
You pled guilty to the charge.
Yeah, I know, but that's the
You
thing.
didn't get a plea deal.
No, you're right. I just didn't want to. I
think there's a cognitive issue.
No, I understand, but I didn't want to like.
There's a cognitive issue. Did you know that there was a cognitive issue?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were looking at it.
And in conversations with him, I did not sense any cognitive issue in discussing.
How many
this.
times did
It
you have
was,
conversation with him?
Multiple conversations.
And you
I'm not
didn't
sure
know
the
that there was a
number.
cognitive issue.
Well, in our conversations, I believe that it was very clear that that the only way there was going to be any type of guilty plea was that if he believed that he was guilty in this scenario, believe that was said so on the record as well.
That's not what I'm asking you. I didn't ask you any of that. Because you have opportunity to counsel him. And it shouldn't just be about whether or not we can get a guilty plea.
No, of course.
You're supposed to counsel and figure out what the underlying issue is and figure out what he tells you. If I'm assuming if he told me and he put it in writing that this was self-defense, and he also told you that. You did not, one minute with him, you should have been able to determine that there was a cognitive issue here. No?
Your Honor, when speaking with him, I believe that I didn't see any contradictions.
Are you
He was
okay?
Clearly,
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, why do you keep having a heavy?
No, I just thinking like, I'm just hoping I didn't mess anything up. That I'm
You did not mess anything up.
I'm just, like I said.
Yeah, but yeah, you need to calm down though.
No, you're right. I just, you're right.
there was none of the excitability or anything in any of our conversations. I believe that he understood exactly what he was being charged with.
I'm not asking you if there was a issue that required forensic. I did not ask you,
Okay.
was he incompetent?
Oh, okay, I guess.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, okay.
Cognizant, because it's cognitive issues and being incompetent are not the same. Because I can order him to go and get some treatment for an issue right now, just based off my communication with him, that he probably needs to be treated or assessed for something cognitively. Mr. Kramer, I'm going to tell you this. You never plead guilty to something that you don't believe you're guilty of just to get it over with. Do you understand
I
that?
understand you.
That's inappropriate.
I understand what you're saying. Like I said, I've been going through a lot, so.
I can imagine.
I've been homeless. I've been just doing what I can with my son, so it just been.
I
I
can
just felt like
imagine.
it could be just, bam, I could just.
Have you ever been diagnosed with anything cognitively? No?
No, I went to
Okay.
therapy when his mom passed away, but that's.
Okay.
Yeah, I did therapy when his mom passed away, but they didn't say anything like I was like having problems or the anger problems or nothing. It just, obviously, like if somebody does something to you and you feel threatened and scared. So, but like it's not even the point. I understand what you're saying. But
Okay.
like I just thought like he doing this would just help my son.
I get it.
So I just
Okay.
I wasn't trying to lie or I was just trying to move on with my son because it's just been so hard. And I've been homeless for since beginning of the year, and I paid $3,000 in hotels until I got the homeless angels, and then finally I kind of got a break, and then I was like, shit, like maybe I should. Sorry for the language. I want to be there for my son. I want to do for my son. I want to move on from this family. You know what I mean? Because like I said, they're trying to tell me I'm toxic and I'm this, but no, it takes two sides. It doesn't just take one person to do something or act a certain way. There's always two sides to the story. And he's gonna say what he's gonna say, but that's not the truth. But I mean,
I believe that there's two sides to every story, but if you waive your right to tell your story, how do we know the other side?
I do. I understand what you're saying. I shouldn't have done it that way. I should, but I just was thinking of my son, and that's what I thought as a father I should do. Especially as being a single father, and he's all I have. He's all I have. His family, no, they're just playing. You know what I mean? He's saying what he's saying now, but that's not what you're saying to me when I live with him.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I get it, sir. Are you working full time?
Yeah, I'm working full time. I'm trying to get daycare so I can work more full time. Then I work 35 hours a week, and I get him out of school every day. And he goes to school every day. I make sure he goes to school. He's doing better in school. Even teacher told me he's doing better in school ever since I took away from him. You know what I mean? I had a conference. You know what I mean? It's always been a whole lot since, But no, he goes to school. I make sure he goes to school every day. He eats. We're in Homeless Angels. I make sure he showers, brushes teeth. I make sure he does what I go to work every day. I do what I have to do, just like I said, to get to where I need to be in life, to where I don't need no one else but me and my son.
Oh. I'm going to modify the recommendation. It's going to be 9 months of probation. While on probation, you have the following conditions, okay?
Okay.
I am going to order that he participate in cognitive behavioral therapy and anger management.
Okay.
You need to maintain your employment.
Yep.
And provide evidence that you are employed to probation, okay?
Okay.
And not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, drugs, or marijuana
Mhm.
unless you have a valid prescription, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna continue the no contact order with are between you and Mr. Ritter,
Of
okay?
course, I don't want nothing to do with it. That's why.
You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, can I speak on say something else too?
Yeah, sure.
And then like just to, like even when I got kicked out, like when I got to PPO, my mom tried to keep my son from me for 3 weeks until I had to go to guardianship court just to prove that I had full custody. But why don't you just give me my son when I went to get my stuff? I had their cop escort me to go get my stuff, and my son, she refused to give me my son. Him too. They both refused to give me my son. And then when I have full custody, you can't refuse that. And then I had to go
Agreed.
I had to wait 3 weeks just to get my son back. Till November, it went from the time to from October till November 17th, and I finally got my son back, and I was like, they're like, oh, you're gonna go get my son from school, from the house? No, I'm gonna go get him from school because I don't want to deal with that problem. You know what I mean? And then right after the court date, my mom was screaming at the CPS lady, yelling at CPS lady. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like I was in the court, and right when she left, she started screaming at CPS like, "Oh, he's gonna take him. Of course I'm gonna take him. He's my son."
I understand.
You know what I mean? I had to wait 3 weeks just to get my son back. So you know what I mean? I've been going through problems with him for months.
Right, but it sounds like it's whatever the underlying issue is centered around the relationship that they may have had with your son.
Yeah,
It sounds
but
like
right,
at
but
some point that they were, did they
they
raise
just
him
watched
at some
him, but
point?
they didn't take care of him because every time he would have a problem, it would be that they wouldn't do nothing. And then even the school told me, oh, he would come.
Okay.
And I would tell the teacher would say, oh, I'll email your mom, and she would get on me about it and tell me I wasn't doing something right, or not email me back, or
Well,
call me and yell at me.
Let me, I understand your frustrations.
Yeah.
Are you still in counseling, sir?
No, I'm not, but I can be.
You should be.
Yeah, no, I like that. I can do
You
that.
should be in counseling because you have a lot of
I mean,
anger.
I've been doing.
Sir, you have to listen to me now.
Yep.
You have a lot of pent up emotion about a lot of things, and
Yeah.
you need to be able to flush those out appropriately.
Yeah.
So I am going to order that you re-engage in counseling. Were you getting that through CMH at all?
No, but I was getting it through. I was doing the family, like it was like family something there by the say on Jolly and Dunkel by the McDonald's over there.
Okay.
Yeah, that family place.
Got it.
I was doing it through there, but then like I said, I been going through this church group even when I've been in open. So I've been, talking about my stuff and doing, what I need to do in that and talking to people and so I've been
You
taking
need to
steps to
be,
that.
right, I get it, but you need to get
Yeah,
back in
I understand what
counseling,
you're saying,
okay?
and I will.
Okay,
I
and I'm
mean,
ordering that at this
Yeah.
point. Because I think you need it. It sounds like there's been a lot of moving parts and there's some, I think, underlying cognitive issues that also probably need to be addressed.
Mhm.
Ultimately, though, you have a son that it looks like he's your motivation.
Yeah.
And so you consider that as you're going through this program, that you're trying to get yourself in the best possible position for you to be the best father. And that means you have to be an example. Okay, you have to show him self-control. You have to show him how you are calculated as to when you speak and when you don't. You're calculated as to when you react and when you don't.
Right.
And not to say that you don't protect yourself, but if you are going to protect yourself because you have a lawful reason to do so, that you don't throw away your rights outside of that. You're protecting yourself in all areas because some of the decisions I think that you've made in the last couple months were maybe not in your overall best interest, but I understand that you wanted to get what you thought was a resolve so that you can move forward because you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
You're going to do the cognitive behavioral therapy, you're going to do the anger management, and you're going to get back in your counseling and provide evidence of that. You're going to maintain your employment, and again, no alcohol or marijuana or a controlled substance. You did report daily use, at least to our probation officer, of alcohol.
Oh, I am.
Okay, so I am going to order that you submit to random preliminary breath testing and urinalysis testing. You have to pay the fee for that, okay? I'm only going to order that at this point for 60 days for the next 2 months. If there's no issue, I'll suspend that because I recognize you have limited resources, okay?
Yeah.
There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that must be assessed, plus a $50 state minimum cost that also will be assessed. This probation is $30 per month. So your total probation fees is $270. I'll waive discretionary fines and costs, and you'll be able to make monthly payments on this, okay?
Thank you.
So that's $395 total. It's about $43 a month
Okay.
for probation oversight fees. You'll go downstairs, you'll check in with our probation department before you leave here today, okay? Do you have any questions regarding your probation?
No.
The additional matters for the record.
Nothing wrong with you.
Not for the defense, Your Honor.
You're all set, thank you. You're all set, sir.